So today we are working on the Falcon again, trying to get the hydraulics of the clutch, all whatever. I've gone through this a million times. So anyway, a little update though. I got the clutch or the master cylinder back in and I was trying to bleed it and it's still leaking at the master cylinder. And it's not the fitting that I bought. It's actually the fitting that goes from this hose into the master cylinder, which is a factory Honda part. And there's a little seal in there that is not sealing, and you can see it's actually a little loose in there. So that seal has gotten stiff and it's not actually sealing anymore, and it just drips right outside this. So I actually called the Honda dealership and they can get all those for tomorrow. I'm getting this new adapter, the seal, and the clip that holds it in, because that clip is all messed up. So I'm gonna have to pull this back off again, so that'll be fun. And then I'm gonna replace all that stuff, and hopefully it won't leak anymore. It shouldn't, because it'll be all new stuff. The master cylinder is already brand new, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. So that's all for now. That's probably all I'm going to be able to record today, because I'm kind of stuck there. I could put the exhaust back on, I guess, but other than that, the car's all put back together. Transmission's on, drive shaft's on, all that. So just waiting for that part, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. So we'll see you tomorrow probably. I got the new fittings from Honda that I ordered yesterday. The new gasket and everything, so it doesn't appear anything right there is leaking anymore, which is good. Hopefully we have all of the air leaks in that system taken care of. And then I finally figured out how to bleed it. I was out here for about 2 hours now trying to bleed this system again, and it was just not happening. The pedal would just go to the floor, nothing was happening. And I finally got smart, and I took the master cylinder off of there and tipped it 90 degrees, so this hose was no longer the high point and all the air could come back. See, it's kind of hard to see, but I can get the other one that was on here before. I have this one. So this is the same thing. So it's attached. This is the same thing. It's attached to the car like this, and then this front one goes to the reservoir and the back one goes to the clutch. And as you can see, obviously air can get caught in this one when the hose goes up and over, because I don't know why Honda did this, and I don't know how their systems don't get air in the line right here. It really doesn't make any sense to me. But what I did was I took it off and tilted it like this, so the air could actually go in here and out here and then to the reservoir, and I just pumped this repeatedly and it got all the air out instantly. And the pedal is hard as it's ever been. I mean, it's never felt like that before when I had it bled either. So I put it back on, and as long as it doesn't get any air in it, it should be fine. But I'll notice it if it starts like engaging lower, the pedal starts engaging lower and lower, then I'll know that there's a air in the line again. But I am going to switch this system out. I am going to find something else, because I do not like this. It's a terrible design. I mean, it probably works on the Civic. I mean, Civics are pretty darn reliable, but for this application, it has a hydraulic throwout bearing, which the original one, this did not. It had a slave cylinder that went onto it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a different one that has a remote reservoir that's a 1-inch bore, and hopefully we can get this solved for good. It might not come back, but odds are it probably will, because clutch systems, I mean, they shouldn't have any leaks, but it's possible. So that's where we're at with that. Everything else is pretty good. I still need to make this little adapter here, which is kind of going to be a pain, but I need to get that done. And then I need to get the exhaust back on. I still haven't done that. And I need to torque the drive shaft bolts once again. So for now, I'm going to clean up all this brake stuff. I'm probably going to get the exhaust back on and then lower the back of the car down so then I can tighten the drive shaft bolts. And then we're probably I'll get the front wheels back on because those don't need to be off anymore. And then I can lower the car to the ground. And then I'll probably work on getting this adapter made. And then, I mean, the car should be good to go after that because it was really the clutch that was the only problem, and we got that solved now. So I guess I don't know if I'm going to have any more. I might have another hour today, so we'll see what we can get done. I'm not sure if I ever showed what the exhaust system was. I know I talked about it, but I don't know if I actually ever showed it on camera. So got the V-band flange here welded to a short pipe, and then we have kind of a flex joint, but it's kind of that cheap flex stuff, but it tends to work fine and it does exactly what I want. I just didn't know this angle here because I had the muffler shop bend that 90 there, but I didn't know what angle this needed to be, but this works really good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. And then we got I think it's 20, well, it says 27-inch glass pack. So, I mean, I think that's all the way to the end, so I think it's actually like 24, but yeah, this is it. We got one of these for each side. But it sounds really good. I'm actually very impressed with how it sounds. It quiets it down quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but it gets rid of that raspy sound that it had, just open headers. So we're gonna get these on. Just wanted to show that. Alright, so we got the new clutch master cylinder in. It's a Willwood 1-inch bore. It has a remote reservoir, so this slides on here, and then it came with a pipe that goes up to the remote reservoir mounted somewhere else. I got all the fittings I need to get to the 4AN fitting, and I was trying to fit this in the car, and there's not a lot of room. This is a much bigger master cylinder than what was in there. This, you can see for comparison, the size to the old one. But this is the room we have to work with right here, and it's pretty tight. You can see there's just not any room. So this will go right in here, kind of, but it won't actually fit all the way back there because my finger's stuck. It won't actually fit all the way back there because this boss is hitting on the brake booster. So I'm going to cut this off. It's not needed, it's just another mounting spot. So I'm just going to shave that off. The back one can stay there, so I'll just leave it. But the nice thing about this is it has a bleed screw right on the master cylinder. So any air coming up here, even if it gets trapped right here, you can bleed the air off. So I won't have to remove this to bleed it anymore. And the hose comes off of the end, so it won't have that high spot anymore. So this should work perfectly once we get it on there. And it has the bigger 1-inch bore, so it should be able to move the hydraulic throwout bearing much better. So once we actually can fit it in there, I need to make the hole bigger that this goes through in the firewall. So once we get that in there, then we have to figure out how we're going to actually mount it onto the firewall and the clutch pedal and everything. So let's get going. I don't know how we're gonna get this to work. Ugh. Oh. Are you kidding me? That's not a 4An fitting? You've gotta be kidding me. So the fitting I got from Summit, I ordered a -4AN to 3/8 24 thread, and they sent me a -3 to 3/8 24 thread. So that's great. Now I need to go find that stupid thing real quick. Alright, so I got the master cylinder on. It has a reservoir right on top instead of a remote one. The line's all on there. It's bled. It feels amazing. The pedal is super firm. It doesn't just drop to the floor at all. It's completely different than the other one. So I think this is gonna fix the problem. I did get the other fitting right down here. There's a performance shop close by in a different town. So I drove over there and they had the adapter I needed. So it should work out great. And I think we got it working finally. So I hope this works. We'll try it and see. But that's going to be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and there will be more to come, I guarantee it.